Welcome viewers, this is Bhuvan Krishna Bhar, 32 Shikdabagan Street, Kolkata 4, son of B.K. Bhar, professor, lecturer, entrepreneur, educationist. He has died. Made to die. I am BIO Ulberia 1, Howrah. I had been forcefully taken and kept inside Genesis Foundation, where I came across certain people who claimed that they had been staying in under the bars that is in the prison. And we in a gossip, I came across certain happenings of the life and the type of life they lead over there in the jails, which are now named as correctional homes. From that, and also from in the childhood also, I asked my father itself, I'll come to it in later course of time, so that what is correction? A system, a perfect system, an ideal system, and a corrected system, a rectified system. So system is the functioning of elements, sometimes subsystems, such as to attain a targeted goal. A society is a system which is subsystem of religion. Religions of several faiths, beliefs, habitations, process, procedures, proclamations. Therefore, it has several subsystems in a single combined called religion. It is legal subsystem, laws pertaining to criminal acts, civil acts, like that. It is economic system and defense system and so on. A society is a system. Several societies form a system which is a municipality area or a district or a state. Several states, union territories together form a country. Several countries, the whole world. So, segregation of system into element, that's the basic part, or a subsystem consisting of other systems or other elements, is a need-based matter. One system can be broken in A and B and C as subsystems, then it may be broken as AB as an element and C and C of a subsystem and C as a separate element only, not as subsystem, and together form the same system. So that's a separate issue. That's a total as separate subject, management information system, etc. I had my books on a book written on it when as I used to be an author. That's separate. So we are concerned with the legal framework. Laws are enacted, are framed and enacted due to social causes, social needs. Sometimes economic needs, sometimes defense needs, that is section 144, like that. So a legal structure has to understand all aspects of a society, that is a country, not only a society, a country. India is a secular country, means all religions are treated as same. Therefore, the legal framework would see that all societies concerning religious matters are treated as at par everywhere in India. State, district, territory, municipality, everywhere. Therefore, regarding religious matters, legal framework has to be same. Therefore, when I quote in an affidavit, I, son of so, stay, so this is my profession, a believer of this religion, I think the statement of the religion over there is misleading. This is because when I am a Hindu, I am supposed to behave, act, and react, reciprocate a part of my Hinduism in reflection. Hinduism has several streams, therefore, those streams are to be taken into account. I will not eat meat, I will eat meat. These things have to be taken into account. I'll pray in the morning, some pray in the night regarding Kali Puja. So these things have to be taken into account. So when I say I am Hindu, I need to be judged as a Hindu. When I say I'm Muslim, so like that. Now in Muslims, as far as I know, as still in force, females are not allowed to take part in administration. That is bad side, sad side, good side. That is a separate matter. But not in administration or hold property. As far as I know, maybe it has changed. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. This was the case for Indian women also. But after Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru implemented part of Universal Civil Code, this was abolished. Good, bad, that is a separate issue. So what are you to judge with? Through the religious procedures or through the legal procedures? A person is adopted as a legal heir, has never undergone any religious ceremony like poite, uponan, all these things. Mukhe bhata, which I have gone through, mukhe bhata, things like that. Then how will you judge him as he's Hindu or Muslim or whatever? He may be Christian, that giver may be Hindu. So how will you take the part? The donor, the person who appointed legal heir is a Hindu, and the person who is appointed as the legal heir is not a non-Hindu. Therefore, he is the person who appointed the legal heir gives him right to the segregate the property to all the members of the family of the appointed legal heir. Now the legal heir is of such a religion, suppose for X religion, which does not allow the property to be held to a minor, even if appointed this thing is appointed, attorney, power of attorney is appointed, or to a woman who is not married. Only to a woman who is a widow, a married and a non-married is not allowed. Suppose there is a religion. So how will you segregate or differentiate this thing, the allocate the religion, the property of the person who appointed him as a legal heir? Will he go through the court rulings or will he go through the religious rulings? If he goes through the religious rulings, he is disobeying the court, but he has to go through the court rulings. Then he is disobeying his religion. If he states that I am of this religion and this religion prohibits this, then the religious people will go against him. But if he does not state about religion, he states that I am asked to do this and I am therefore allotting property as per the norms given by the appointed. So here there is no issue. So therefore, the mention of religion in case of legal structure is totally absurd and ridiculous. I marry a person who is Jain, I am Hindu. So what has court to do it? Court has to see that it is legally binded, so that the siblings and then these things, property, etc., and other matters are seen as per law. Who is of what religion has no concern with the judgmental procedures and the legal matters, except otherwise ruling is done just for that particular religious segment. In case of general laws, There is no mention, no need to mention the purpose of religion. I pickpocket a person and it is by accidentally or incidentally filmed. I don't know. I go to court and swear God. I swear God. I swear Jesus. I swear Allah. I swear Buddha, etc. I didn't take. So I thought that I'll be, I can go away. But accidentally, incidentally, I have been filmed and it is produced and it is seen that, and I admit that I have been wrong. On the second attempt, in the first attempt, I am left. Again, in the higher court trial, I am caught. So in that case, court is putting down faith on the this thing, on the religious stature, that is idolism, that is God or Allah, whatever, and gives the judgment. But on production of the recorded digital media, whatever, he says no, I cannot do so. That so when I insulted God or Christ or whatever, court also insulted Christ, which court cannot do. Therefore, court is not wrong. He has seen, he has given. He has seen, he has not given. Therefore, mention of legal religious status is of no use except when the court case matters only in religion, for that religious segment. Now, verdict. It is seen that verdict in lower court sometimes changes in verdict in the upper court, higher court, and may lead to a ruling, special ruling, which is referenced later on. Therefore, you have to understand that there has been problem in presentation of the evidences, inquiry of the evidences, put forward of their evidences in a logical form to make it understandable, interpretable, and judgeable as per laws. This cannot happen. This can only happen for exceptional cases when a certain proof or a evidence comes into disclosure which was not available previously. Then only this can happen. Otherwise not. Judgments has to be same all throughout for a particular case. In case a case happens to see that this particular evidence was not available, but when this came into the wide publication, some people came up with the evidence and this changed the whole course of verdict. This is allowable, but intentional suppression of evidence cannot be allowed. A fact which may be treated as evidence can never be suppressed as an evidence. A happening which could have been treated as an evidence is kept aside and not put forward. Later on in the second trial in a higher court, it is understand that this could have been put as a evidence. It's not adjustable. Then that person is to be put to legal measures. Therefore, you must understand that the person who is involved in acquiring, accumulating, and presenting to the judge through lawyers, etc., bench of lawyers, etc., to the judge or bench of judges, whatever, he has to be very clear with the concept of event, act, fact, evidence, supportive evidence, direct evidence, indirect evidence. And happening is an event. Falling off an apple is an event. Falling off of the apple, or rather coconut or whatever, falling off the apple on the head is a fact. Not on the ground it's a happening. fact for which an injury has caused, which needed CT scan and things went on. If the apple was purposefully made to fall by someone on the tree, maybe his cognizance, non-cognizance, bona fide, malafide intention, that is separate issue and treated legally in that manner. Therefore, you have to understand one thing, that the person dealing, interrogating officer, whatever, must have a clear understanding and a thorough view of what he is supposed to and what he is doing and what he is not doing, and what morally also he has to be proper. Now this put forward to the judgment, the judges as per law, as per humanity. But is it possible for a judge to judge as per the sentiment, as per the emotion, as per the psychology of that offender or seem to be offender? Let us take for an example. In my life, I had a practical experience when I approached Swami Lokeswarananda Ji Maharaj in Gol Park Ramakrishna Mission for the second time, or maybe third time. Not the first time. I approached to him and said, Maharaj, tell me one thing in Bengali, one thing. What is the difference between father, mother and God? Because we are taught that father মানে যাকে বাংলায় বলে স্বর্গের থেকে পিতা ধর্ম পিতা স্বর্গ পিতাই পরমং তপ. Father is the aim, he is the heaven, he is your religion, he is your worship. And mother is more than father because she has brought you, she has shown you the light of the earth, given you food to survive, to grow up, to combat difficulties. Now the question who is greater comes next. First the question is, my Maharaji, that we call, they are like God, they are the religion. Now what is the difference between living God, that is father mother, and actual God? If father mother is the living God, why should we go for studying ideologies, theories, mythologies like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Ved, Vedanta, Upanishad, Quran, etc.? What father mother says, that's all. He is the religion, that's it. Why do you go for idol worship? And when there is no father, no mother in my life, as because I am staying in a outside country or whatever, gone to a tour or whatever, then how can I get the support of actually what is to be done or not? Maharaji kept silent for about a minute and he gave a very nice interpretation, which is I still remember, and I till feel with tears when I just want to reproduce his words. He said, the difference between God and represented God, that is father, mother, ideal, etc., theory, is very minute, little difference, but it is projected in a high manner in life. I mean, I compared this with the shadow graph. So he didn't say so, I just compared it. A little difference but projected highly. So he said, parents judge their siblings through understanding, emotion, observation, through their own feelings, what has happened in their life, and they reacted like this, therefore he thinks that siblings are reacting like this, all these things. But no one can enter your in depth until and unless he is a supernatural power, that is God. Therefore, exact judgment is given only by God. This being given in my website as the Rabindranath Tagore's song, Amar Bichar Tumi Koro. Judge me, O Lord. You in your own hands. So in Christianity also it says judgment day when Jesus will judge. Previously man judges, now Jesus will judge. Hindu Dharma it also says ওই যে কি বলে জমের দ্বন্দ্ব. Muslims also say Allah, I will punish the wrongdoers, I will avert them, I will reward them. So he is saying that ultimate judge is the supreme power. You call him Allah, you call him God, you call him supernatural power, you call him Paramatma, that is a separate issue. But he is the ultimate judge. There is no law for him, there is every law for him. Whatever he thinks right, is wrong, is wrong. Is partially right, is partially right, is partially wrong, is partially wrong. Therefore, whenever his judgment you get in your mind, feel as a feeling, that is the exact judgment. Howsoever he punishes, and how long ever, in what manner, that is the exact punishment for correction. That will mean correction, rectification. I am coming to correction and rectification. So it is God who is the ultimate, or Allah, whatever, is the ultimate, the supreme authority, and that we are just a part or sibling of him. We means humans, we means animals, trees, everything. Therefore, when he punishes, he also feels the pain, the emotion of the punishment all throughout. Someone can give you a verdict. He told me, stand holding your ears for till I come back, or say 5 minutes or so. He comes back, releases you. But he does not understand that the pain you suffer will change you, correct you, or rectify you in your life. He does not understand that whether proper punishment has been given you, and the whether the time has been appropriate, or it may happen that within 2 minutes you understand, and the rest 8 minutes you are standing without proper judgment. It is God who only understands. Therefore, always believe in God in wrong times, in bad times, but never forget to do your own work. Never lose hope that you are in a bad situation and God is to blame, or this is to blame. Always understand that whichever situation are you in, God can take you up from that situation at every moment through whatever means and methods. Maybe it is natural, maybe it will be miracle. This is the faith you have to have on God. Then only you can feel him in your mind, in your soul. So this was a nice thing I got from him, a nice teaching I received from him. So that is what faith is, that is what belief is, that is what bonding with God is, and that is where God is needed. Parents, ideologies, theories, procedures, worshipping, etc. are just nothing but a little bit attempt towards attainment of God. That's why Ramakrishna Dev said, সব পথের শেষে মাকে পাওয়া যায়, all roads lead to worship of goddess কালী, সব পথের শেষে যত মত তত পথ, সব পথের শেষেই মাকে পাওয়া যায়। রবীন্দ্রনাথ অলসো সেড, সব পথ এসে মিলে গেল শেষে তোমারই দুখানি নয়নে নয়নে। So things are like that. So this was the basic concept I got from Swami Lokanandaji Maharaj. And that is why I never feel frustrated or let down. Also a part of Subhash Babu saying Himmat Harashna in local Bengali terms. But the basic has been rooted by Maharajji. So these are my very emotional times when I used to come out of the Ramakrishna mission and started weeping. How can we taught, how if people only got in touch with this Lokesharananda Maharaj, then the whole world would have been changed. So don't feel I'm very sentimental when I talk about him. So things were like this. So now I want to say, coming to be serious, what is the purpose of judgment in legal terms? For rectification, for correction. Jail was a place formed by Britishers mainly, also previously by Mughals, etc., to confine the activity, normal activity, restrain them from natural course of thinking, of life leading, to put them, to shape them, to mold them as to what it should be. That what has happened is not proper. Every jailer is confined because of separate wrongdoings. There is no uniformity. Some come for pickpocketers, some come for murders, some on this, some on that, like that. So therefore, you must understand that same treatment is not proper for all. We have changed the name to correctional homes. Coming to that in the next video.